Hey everyone, how you doing? We're live. It's Thursday. We got quite a busy workload at the moment, but I did two quick videos this morning. One in response to the 3.6.4 Elementor Pro problem, and another where someone just says, "Hey, it's been a while since you did like a quick one-page build." So I quickly did that. It took about an hour, longer than I thought. So I bet there's bits to edit out of it. But I want to get that uploaded soon. Hope you're all okay though and doing well today. And if you're not doing well today, I don't know what I can say. But I hope you're doing all right. Let us know if the sound or anything's not coming through okay. But it all should be all right. By the way, don't forget there's the Mastery membership. You know, there's always stuff we do on there. And there's something I need to do for Charlie. If you're watching, I need to do something for you. And I'll crack onto that very, very soon. Just got to reply to some emails and stuff. In fact, I'll sort you out now, Charlie. Probably works out better that way, doesn't it? So let me just sort out my mate, Charlie. Also known as Scuba Diving Thailand. Dear Liza again. Dear Liza. Right, where did I put that plugin? So Charlie, if you're watching, I'm doing it now. I could have done it earlier, but I'm just installing WP Social Ninja is a really, really good plugin. I do recommend it. It's a really good plugin. Now, where is it? Where is it? There it is. So if you've got like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channel, Trustpilot, Google reviews, tons of areas where you have reviews. Hey Mark, WP Social Ninja is a really, really good one. Yes, so Mark, because you're the only one on at the moment, I need to send you an Excel file which has all of the people on the hosting plans and who's moving, okay? Because some of them are moving to the new one, so I've got to check that out. Not check it out, but let you know what the invoices should be from start of April. Where's the damn login screen for this? Yeah, Guildford have basically said, can I drop the price? And I said, no. Because I actually told them, do you remember I told them about the price in August? So they've had well in advance notice. And I just feel like, no, they know about it. You know, they want to get in on the act. They're going to have to start paying. Hit Film Express. So it's called Hit Film Express. There's quite a few YouTube videos as well, for in case you get stuck on it, or we can do like a video call one day if you need to go over it. But Hit Film Express for the PC, it's free, and it's really good at. You know how when I do video editing, I slice bits out or add stuff in or whatever. You can do that. It's really good. Yes, and I have got one of these as well. My morning rush. But if I don't have it until like 11 o'clock, I've just opened it 5 minutes ago. It means it will last me until about 2 p.m, which means I'm getting a nice mid-afternoon drinking session. Just to let you know, Mark, I'm going to try and do the AMSs today. Just looking at my chart, I'm going to try and do the AMSs today. And yeah. With the corner oaks, I've got a bit of code I've got to try out. So, you know, all the changes for the corner oaks, they're all done. Everything that was in our power to do. The room one where it goes off to another URL, I've got to test that out. Hopefully that works. And also it means that I've got a copy of what it was originally, which is not visible. Therefore, we've got the copy as well. It's kind of like fingers crossed that it works. No, I've got that. Haven't done it yet. I can't do it now. Oh no, I could do it actually, because you sent it via Messenger, didn't you? I could probably do it in a moment after I sort Charlie out with his social ninja shit. Charlie, if you're watching, WP Social Ninja Pro is now activated, okay? So go away and do your shit. Hey Jackie, how you doing? 7:20. What, in the evening? No, hold on. Because if you're in Pittsburgh, it must be 7:25 in the morning for you, right? It's 11:26 now in the UK. Hey Jason, how you doing? So I'm just kind of like, just done 2 videos today. One was about Elementor Pro 3.6.4. So where a lot of people had the drop down issue. I'll tell you now, because I'm going to release a video. If you've got any optimization plugins where you're combining the CSS and the JS, the JavaScript, deactivate those for now. That is what is stopping the drop down from working on your Elementor mobile. It's a bit annoying, and I hope they sort it out like ASAP. Like ASAP, please sort it out. But until they sort it out, it's just an annoying thing, right? But it's not the end of the world. So as long as you are, and I'm just going to go, boop, hello, I'm down here. So as long as they get an update done, hopefully in 3.6.5 or whatever they're going to use now, as long as they do that soon, we should be all right. So let me just start editing this video that I did, which was 3.6.4 on the optimization bit. Cheers, mate. Thanks, Jimmy. Hope you're okay. And no, I haven't looked at your email yet. Okay, Jimmy, I must make sure I look at it this weekend. Whereabouts are you from, Jason? And Jackie, by the way, if you're still here, thank you for your kind words on the Elementor Facebook group. It's always nice when Sometimes people answer other questions and they go, well, here's a video that's already been done that will help you out. It means a lot. It's great. No stress, Jimmy. When I look at my inbox, I see your emails and I keep going, oh my God, I still need to look through them. Stressing me out. But 3.6.4 Elementor Pro, if anyone updated to that a couple of days ago, your drop-down menu in your mobile probably isn't working. If you've got an optimization plugin, you need to... oh, hold on, this is the wrong video. This is not the video I want to be deleted. You need to basically deactivate any combined CSS or combined MS, okay? MS, JS, and CSS. You need to deactivate any optimization you've got for that, because that is what is killing your, well, affecting your mobile, basically. Hey, I want to talk about Elementor Pro. So let me just do a quick update here. So I want to quickly get a video edited and released. And you're actually watching me do it now, live in a way. And you'll get to see how manic it is when I do my stuff. This is what happens. Yeah, I mean, Jackie, you know, please do reach out and let us know if there's any videos that don't make sense, by the way, you know, or if you feel like there's something you're really trying to do and we haven't covered it off, do let us know. What I would say though is we do have a mastery membership, and by the way, I'm not selling anything here to you. It's like an annual membership where you get like group support. We have a private Facebook group, but it's not just about Elementor WordPress. It's about your business, your branding, your marketing, your ideal client, your sales funnel, your content creation, how you can support yourself, loads of stuff we cover off in there. And sometimes we give people a few freebies, and you get a site review as well. Like if you want us to review your SEO, and we also give some people some free stuff. Yeah, Soom, after the EV Mux problem 2 days ago, I'm a bit nervous about using it again until I test it again, because I was saying to a few yesterday, because a lot of you join me on here like every day, I know you're always going to be back, hopefully. But if you're brand new to the live chat and then suddenly we had this issue where I was like this, you know, stuttering and buffering, you could easily jump off and never come back again. So, you know, wanted to make sure you're here. And yeah, like Mark said, it's a great community. We've got great people. The Mastery membership, if anyone is intrigued about joining it. And also sometimes we give you some freebies. So if we get access to like some premium plugins and we get given an unlimited license, we might give you that plugin for your website as well to help you out. And yes, we do have some, but we can't talk about them here because we don't talk about Bruno. No. Has anyone seen Encanto? It's quite good. And Turning Red, the new one by Pixar, that was actually better than I thought it was going to be. I thought, oh, this is going to be like, you know, but it was actually really good. The Turning Red, the new one by Disney. But Encanto is, it's a good, fun movie. And my son, I mean, every night on the iPad, he listens to the music. And two of his favourite songs from there aren't just the Bruno one. It's the one where the sister, you know, the really strong sister, where she does her song in the field. And the one where the other sister is the one with the flowers, where she's singing about her life. They're his two favourite songs, believe it or not. Who would have known? Who would have known? Jedi Master loves Encanto. Who would have known? And don't forget, next Wednesday, Jeffrey from Lightbox is doing a webinar about Elemental Cloud and how it can help your business. So I'm going to come at it from an angle of how can you make a profit, but also at the same time actually help your client out as well. Because yes, as a business, you need to make a profit, but if you're also able to give something back to your client, I mean, I can't keep going on about it, but $99 for Elementor Cloud, right? And it includes Elementor Pro, and it's a Google Cloud hosting, and you get live chat support. Hey, Pickstar, how you doing? Oh yeah, well done. So Pickstar, I won't go into details, but he was sharing some code he'd written for something, and I was like, I am not an expert coder, okay? I do what I need to do to get by, but the skill set for some of the people that are on these live chats is amazing. George knows his stuff. Pickstar, he can bust out JavaScript left, right, and center. And I think it's amazing stuff. Sorry if you can hear a bit of a sound there, because I'm just playing back some footage. Now, if you're using WP Fast as cache or another optimization tool or something, I did something really simple where I just said reduce the number of HTTP requests through combined JS files. So I'm going to submit that. On this test website. Sorry, I'm just editing out. You can probably see it on screen. I'm just like cutting loads of chunks. So I'm just checking out, not sound quality, but just splitting scenes together. By the way, I haven't got all my lights on or the blackout blind down, so I've got my window open. So I've got the sun hitting me. I've modified the camera settings, but you are going to get a bit of a brightness hitting me here, but don't worry about it. Just close one eye if it's blinding you, all right? That usually works. In iMovie, you can put a clip on top of a clip. You can do that. So, like, let me show you. Let me take this. Right, here's another clip I've got, right? Okay, here's another clip. No, this one. Yeah, this clip here. Let me take this clip, right? Let me shove it on here, right? See this clip? I've just shoved it on top. Can you see that? And now I'm going to click this clip and I'm going to go picture in picture, right? Look at this. Look, here's another movie. Look. So if I start playing, look, you'll see, look, there's another clip there. See that? So you can put a picture or a movie on top of a movie. You can do that in iMovie. You can even put them side by side. You can put an animation in. Sometimes I've done that where I've got like some transparent. I've done it in Canva where you've got the words whooshing in, transparent background. No, green background. And when you add it here, pick the green blue screen thing setting and it does it. Hey Jason, how you doing? Gerald, I just replied to you. By the way, Gerald, so yesterday we spoke to Gerald about his sitemap and all that, and he has done it. He's done it. Well done, mate. And my only recommendation for you is where you've got the archive page and you've got a sub-page per year, my tip to you would be rather than you doing that, maybe you have a filter built into it. So you can literally click 2020, 2019, whatever, and it automatically filters. Or don't do that. Think of it differently and think of your music as different genres. So you might have the Beatles, you might have Rod Stewart, you might have Queen, whatever, like you might have Daft Punk. So when people click Daft Punk, they get all the stuff to do with Daft Punk regardless of the year. Because sometimes if someone picks 2018, you don't even know what's in 2018. Whereas if you want to look at rock music, or if you want to look at Aerosmith or something like that, you click Aerosmith, and whatever time period you had Aerosmith, they will appear. And that is the best way to do it. So think of your categories as the genre or the name of the type of artist or the artist's name. Think about that. Yeah, take care, Mark. Go and do one of your wonderful video recordings. Pixar is YouTube is basic. Don't get me wrong. Sorry, iMovie is basic. But you know what? If you look at all the videos I've done, I'm just using iMovie, so I can stitch together. I can put animation on top of stuff. I can put sound effects on top. I can add transitions. I can do video upon video, green screen. I can do all of that for free. Yeah, there you go, Gerald. So because it's mostly rock, your categories then would be the artists, maybe. Or different types of rock, maybe. I don't think there is many types of rock, really. But you could have artists, and then that would become your filter. Of course, have a think about how many artists you're likely to have. If you got 100, that's too many filters. Hey, Jit, how you doing? I'm doing fine. I've got my Pepsi Max. I'm doing good. I'm just editing a video I recorded this morning, by the way. Sorry, you can probably hear the sound there as I'm just splitting bits. Yeah, that's what I mean, Gerald. Artists would work better. And then you basically have one page for archive, okay? And then you'll have a filter that could be built, or you could use a plugin, free plugin, super lightweight, which does your categories. So you go to your page, you click Queen, and it literally on the page just goes filters them out. So it doesn't have to take you to another page. So it keeps them on the page. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to do loads of After Effects, then you got to pay for a more premium editor. But I have to be honest, when you come to do YouTube videos, I find iMovie's just fine for me. So I use OBS. So, EV Mux was my favorite, but I'm at the minute use OBS, so I just stream. So let me show you. So right now, there we go. So so that's me on my face. Look, you can see on the OBS screen. That's a little movie bit. We even have an intro bit we can play as well. So OBS works for me pretty well. Do you know what, Soom? That's a very good point. I haven't looked into keyboards shortcuts for iMovie. So if anyone knows about iMovie shortcuts, we need to find those out. Hey, Jit, we're at the moment I think I tend to be live 6 times a week. Sometimes I might have a break on Sunday from it if I've got other stuff I need to get on with. But these sometimes are 2-3 hour sessions. And it's not just about what I want to say, it's about what the group want to talk about as well. Right, let me just finish off this video. There will be an update that will fix that, but for now, if it's really, I hope that helps. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Right, that video. Boom! The video is edited. Right, okay, so let's just get this one rendered. So we're going to call this one 3.6.4. This will be a better quality video. Boom. Ka-ching. Right, while that video is being done, let's just get Canva open. Canva.com. Let's stick that over here. So you're literally seeing some of the stuff I do in the mornings when I'm trying to sometimes in the morning, I like to get my videos recorded, edited, uploaded, boom, 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 done. Then the afternoon time I can work on emails, projects and stuff like that. Let me just move that over there. And then I can also... and other website updates and stuff, or clients. So soon, spoilers for what you're going to talk about Lightbox. It's mainly focusing on Elementor Cloud, obviously, and how it can help businesses. So the angle I'm coming at is how, sometimes when you got a new client and they've not got their hosting, and then you advise them of a platform to go with, SiteGround or wherever you go, GoDaddy, whatever you want to use. Don't use GoDaddy, but wherever you go. The client might pay $99 or whatever for their package, right? But then on top of that, you can add in the maintenance. But what you're doing is you're almost telling them that they're getting this live support, they're getting Google Cloud hosting, there'll be the add-ons for the domain and the email, but it's about how can you make it financially rewarding for them, because it's all in one place, rather than going elsewhere, okay? And how can you profit from it as well as a business? Because sometimes, you know what's really bad? Sometimes SiteGround are amazing. But when you're using Elementor and there's a problem with the hosting sometimes, the PHP or whatever, SiteGround won't always sort that out for you because that's not their problem. That's due to Elementor or something. And I know some people where their hostings don't give a crap about the fact the website's not loading or whatever. Whereas here, your live chat support with Elementor Cloud is Elementor. The hosting is Elementor. So they will care. And that is, that can be quite a big thing. Oh, I think it can be a big thing. Hey Katie, if you were starting a web design agency from scratch, hey, I'm in the UK too. I'm in Leicestershire, and the other director in the company, he's based in Lincolnshire. Let us know where you are. So how would you best promote it? It comes down to how much can you convince people that you are an expert and you know what you're talking about with WordPress and Elementor, how can you showcase that, not just with your website and your portfolio, but what are you like on social media? What are you like with engaging with people? Because we can all say we're experts, but can we walk the walk? Not just talk the talk kind of thing. And in terms of businesses, yeah, I mean, you got to be honest, though, in that sometimes when you're building your reputation, you got to do the smaller jobs, the £300-400 jobs. And when you build up your reputation and your skill set and what you're doing and what you're confident in doing, then you can start to target bigger businesses. The trouble is, though, some businesses will still think, well, I can get a website for £200. And it's kind of going, yeah, you can, but this is what you'll get, or what could you get if you pay a bit more? And sometimes with these businesses, you have to say to them, what would you charge someone for a service? And they'll go, yeah, £5,000. And you kind of go, right, so why is that not the right value for a website as well? Kind of thing. I mean, getting customers who are going to pay 6 to 10k, they are out there, but they're not as the market for that is not as big as the smaller market, the £2,000-3,000 bracket. You're more likely to get people there. The 6 to 10, they can be a bit rare sometimes. And also, they're probably only going to want to work with someone who's been recommended to them or has a big reputation, like they're a powerhouse company. You know that you're paying big bucks and you're getting something good. And it's like a car, right? People aren't going to pay £40,000-50,000 for any car. They're going to go for a good car if you're going to pay that amount of money. Whereas they're probably more likely to pay 10, 15, 20,000 for what you would almost call a budget mid-range car. And that's still a lot of money, but you say to someone 50,000, even though they've got the money, they're only going to go for a good company, right? So you got to think about your reputation building, your reviews, and hopefully get word of mouth. So Wakas e-com site, product image size, I tend to go with 400 by 400 or 300 by 400 by 400 actually. I lie, it's 400 by 400. No, I go 500 by 500, right? Because of course you have the thumbnail. I don't know why I was saying 400. It's because I'm looking at something here that says 400 on my screen. 500 by 500. Just do that, okay? And you'll be fine. 400 by 400 is okay, but what you got to remember is when you're looking at it, say, on a desktop, how big is 400? 500 is probably, I think, a better image size to get away with. Exactly what Soom said there. So if someone came to us and they wanted really bespoke stuff and bespoke JavaScripting and something that spoke to their phone and to a computer and there's tons of SQL and stuff going on, they got to pay big bucks because that is now a very bespoke feature. But WordPress and Elementor, with the UK market, with the right people, the right customer with the right frame of mind who isn't just after cheap stuff, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean there are some companies out there that make money, but they don't want to pay more than like £300 for a website. And you kind of go, well, that says a lot about you and your business then and what you're investing in. But the £2,000 to £3,000 bracket, yeah, they're out there. The 6 to 10, they're more likely to go with someone they know. And what you don't want to do is someone pays 6 to 10,000, right? And you don't deliver, because then your reputation just sinks, so you got to be careful of that. Elementor Cloud servers are in Belgium. Now, I was testing the page speed from the UK. I had no issues. There were some people testing from America, and they didn't have issues either. There was someone who had an issue, Jason, but then it was just down to they purged their site and then it was fine again. And to be honest, because it's Google Cloud, right? Google Cloud is all over the place, isn't it? Let me just change my view on here so you can see me better. Google Cloud's all everywhere. But even when you're on cloud, people assume that cloud speed is like this. It's always high. It ain't always high. Cloud speed will do this as well, right? Cloudways does that. Kinsta does that. They all do this. Up and down, up and down, up and down. It happens. But I have found no issues with speed when I've been testing it out, though. Don't forget, I've been testing it, and there's other people that use it. But from what I've heard, it's been pretty okay. Pretty okay. Didn't hear. Do do ch, do 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 do. Ah, well, the 3.64, there is a solution to it, Pixar, by the way. There is actually a solution. And I'm just about to pump out a video. If anyone can still see it, there is a solution. What you got to do is if you've got an optimization plugin and you've got combined JS or combined CSS. Oh, cool, Gerald. I'll have a look at that in a minute. If you deactivate that, that will do it. I bet you can't guess what I'm singing the theme tune to, and it's not even that good. It's not even that good, the version I'm singing, because I can't remember the words properly. It's the May It Be tune from Enya, Lord of the Rings. Because I like Enya. So we're going to call this 364 because this is what it is. Let's just download this as a PNG. Download. And there we go. Cheers, Sue. The trouble is, though, yeah, is that when you get do you know what, Jason? When that Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring soundtrack came out, and I got it in 2001, as soon as I'd seen the movie, I was listening to that a lot. I mean, what Enya did in that was brilliant, but I think Enya's just... she's so good at what she does with her music. You know, like, we're talking, like, seriously good at what she does. I mean, I still think it was really strange how, like, the minute you rolled back from 3.6.4, it then said 3.5.2, and it was like, where's everything gone? To be honest, though, Zoom, you know, like, joining all these events, you don't get paid for it, you know. I want everyone to understand, when you join these events, there's prep work, then you have to do a dummy run, then you have to do the live event, and there's stuff before you even do the prep work. It uses up a lot of time, I tell you what. So, Mutaki, when you have the drop down, okay, when you click on it in mobile, it doesn't open. It does not open, especially if you've got any optimization plugins installed. So there's a bit of an issue on there. I first saw Beverly Hills Cop. I must have been 8 years old, I think. I must have been 8, give or take. And then you had the sequel. Well, you see, yes, sorry, Soom, I've just seen your question. Yeah, so the YouTube videos, it keeps you out there. Social media keeps you out there in the timeline. YouTube video keeps you out there, you know. And like, you know, I mean, look, you could argue 3 hours of my time this morning is gone with video recording, editing, uploading and that. But it's done. It gets you out there. Yeah, 3 was a real disappointment, wasn't it? It was a real disappointment. I mean, and everyone was looking forward to it. In fact, it came out. It was 1992 or 1993 it came out. And the reason I remember that was because it was round about the same time as Wayne's World 2. Yeah, and I went to watch Wayne's World 2 in a cinema. I remember that. Yeah, but that's exactly it, Zoom. It's about marketing. It's about getting out there. And often it's like, and you gotta remember, Zoom, yeah? Like, I know people are liking the content we produce on Elementor and when we talk about clients and WordPress and all of that. However, our hit rate on videos is like that compared to the big people. You know, Living with Pixels, WP Crafter, Ferdy, Lessons with WP, WP Tuts, Daryl Wilson, Mr. Website Reviews, right? You know, I could go on and on and on. There's loads of people. Jim Fahad. You know, there's loads of people, right? You know, where they just put out a basic video and they're getting 1,000 hits in an hour. Boom, like that. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. It takes me 2 weeks to get anywhere near that level. So, and, you know, I just think they're like, you know, they've got their admirers. So you are competing. You gotta call it what it is. You are competing for attention. What's the date today? Is it the 16th? This microphone, really outsold. Well, they haven't bought it from me. So what webcam do I use? Right, let me tell you the webcam I use, my friend. This is the webcam, Gerald. Watch that video. Watch that video for the webcam. You'll be surprised. You are going to be so surprised. Okay, watch that video. You're going to go, huh? Are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you at all. To be honest though, Soom, a lot of them, yeah, when you look at the early videos for WP Tuts, WP Crafter, 30, some of their really early videos were only getting like 100 hits, 50 hits, whatever. But there comes a point in time when there's an explosion, and it might have been that someone promoted them. It might have been that, you know, it just happens sometimes, doesn't it? There might have been something that happened and they were the flavor of the month at the time, and then everyone steers towards them. Now, there is some of the people I've mentioned, and Pickstar knows what I'm talking about, but we won't name them. We know there are some people out there that just steal from other people's videos and they make out it's their own, and they don't even let other people know where they've stolen the idea or the code from. And I've gone over this so many times. One day they do Elementor, then they do Divi, then they do Gutenberg, then they do Brizzy, then they do this, Oxygen. Right, so Gerald, you can use this, right? So, use Irian. Irian if no Mac. Right, use Irian, Gerald. You just got to keep working at it, you know. You got to keep working on it. I'll be an old man before I go viral, you know. Cheers, Jason. Thanks for that. And I appreciate the kind words. I really do. It means a lot to me. It's good to know that we're building a great community. But like I said, and I kind of didn't say it, was I stick with Elementor. And I don't go promoting add-ons or stuff unless I really believe it, like a plugin even. I don't like to do that. But so many of them. So when you say scratching off the label and putting their name on it, what do you mean? What do you mean, Pickstar? I think I know what you mean. I think I know what you mean, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've got to, I'm still working on fine-tuning how I condense things down as well. Oh yeah, them as well. Cheers, RXD 1070 Arco. Rux 1070 Arco or something like that. So Rahul, when did I start working on Elementor? I'll tell you exactly when. It was July 2020. July 2020. Oh, well, we all know about that one, don't we, Jimmy? We all know about that video where the video was, I lied to you about Elementor. And the video was about, do we call them elements or widgets? Who cares? Who cares? And that video got thousands of hits. And I was like, what? Yeah, that's a very good point, Visual Media, actually. That is a very good point about the RSS feed widget. But what I will say, though, this is for Visual Media. I use Buzzsprout for podcasting, and they give us an embedded code. And inside of that embedded code, shall I give you the code? I don't know if I can post the code here, though. Let me see if I can get it. But if you swap this code out and put your RSS feed in, you could stick that HTML into Elementor and it should work for you. So just stay on there, Visual, okay? Hey, Mark. So Rahul, my career was working in health analytics in the NHS in the UK. Been doing that for close to 20 years. I've left that in January now. At the time, head of analytics. But before that, I was working on websites on and off, but tended to use a lot of themes and templates, and I was getting frustrated with themes and templates, with how much they restrict you on codes and stuff. Sure, Gerald. Let me quickly look at Gerald's thing right now. Yeah, Gerald, I've read it. What you've written and said is absolutely fine. And your sitemap is fine. Your sitemap is fine, mate. Let me just get the code for Visual Media. Hey, Dave. I had to go to Aldi. Sometimes dust is a good thing, Dave. Sometimes dust is at least as long as you know where the dust comes from, then it's not a bad thing. All right, it's not a bad thing. Now, this script is for visual, right? But I don't know if this is going to work for you, all right? I don't know if this code's going to work for you because it's a Buzzsprout code, right? But you might want to look at our HTML RSS feed, right? The only good thing about that feed is that it kind of generates an audio player. But you might need to do a search on Google because there are players out there, and I know there are plugins as well for stuff like that. What I've given is probably not a good idea. But do a Google search, okay, for like an embedded player or something. Yours is probably on. Where do you live, Sue? Where are you based in the world? Where are you based again? Where are you based again? What am I doing? So I've done that video. Whoops, just gotta stop that video playing. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just quickly replying to someone here about something. Yeah, India. Yeah, I don't know. You know, this things could easily get lost, couldn't they? Yes, Dave. Excellent. Hopefully you've got your sitemap all sorted out. You know, by the way, Dave, if you ever want, okay, you know, if you ever want to, and by the way, I won't share it. This is not for sharing to the world. But if you ever want to email on that email address your sitemap, happy to have a quick look in case I spot anything. But if you're happy with it and you've nailed it down, then go with it. Okay. Don't wait for anyone to say anything. Don't wait for anyone to say anything. What do I mean by that? Right, so that's that job done that job. The editing of another video I'm gonna leave until tonight. So I'm gonna have a look at the AMS build website now. Start updating some of that stuff. Hey Stacey, how you doing? Yeah, Dave. We know how we do the homepage review kind of thing. You just have to let me know though if you're happy for us to do a video on it. You know, sometimes when we do the video, people don't want that to happen because everyone else can see it. But if you don't mind, let us know. The good thing about us doing a video is it means you get a video of it and it means you can play it back and watch it later as well. But if your IP is secretive, you might not want to do that. And I understand. I totally get it. You know, if you want to be a secret ninja all about it, that's fine. I get it. Because like I said, and I say this a lot, so much as that is, if you nail down the look and feel of the homepage before you move on to every other page, you're in a better place than if you just run with the homepage, you know, especially if there's any issues over the page speed score or the way it looks or something. Yes, Zoom, I'm pretty sure it'll be recorded and then it'll probably be posted onto YouTube or somewhere like that. Can you embed a web page from another website into your website? Yeah, I think you can. I think you can. I think you can by using it's not an iframe, but I'm just trying to find you something that will tell you how to do it. Here you go. Try this. Oh no, that didn't work. Try this. Yeah, what Dave just said. So, Jimmy. Oh, I can't post it, Jimmy. It's too long. But do a search on Google. But it's, yeah, iframe. You just have to Could even try something like that. I don't know. Something like that maybe as well. Does everyone start building their site in Elementor straight away? I just do pen and paper. Like what Dave said. I don't bother spending time on Adobe XD, Figma or anything like that. I might use Octopus D just to work out the page, you know, how many pages there's going to be or whatever. But in terms of design, you just do a wireframe, scribble it down, whatever, on a bit of paper. Keep it loose. You know, I have a rough layout. Oh yes, so Jimmy, you need to stick the code into like the HTML widget and stick that in, and that will then contain your iframe or your embedded code or whatever you do there. Yeah, I do. I do. This is for Stacy. So this is with regards to the images. Whoop, let's get rid of that video. Let me get you the link for it. So I posted a link there for you. Obviously, when you do your image resolution, when you add it onto your page, make sure you pick full. Don't pick thumbnail, medium, large, or anything. Just pick full and then resize it however you want to do that, with the media library or within the style settings. KD, you should use hello. Definitely use hello. If you've got Elementor Pro, there is no benefit to using Astra and Astra Pro. No benefit whatsoever. Just go hello. Don't bother with GT metrics either, by the way. GT metrics is rubbish. It's very easy to get a high score on GT metrics for your website. Super easy, but it is absolutely rubbish. So click the column. On the column, click it, and then you'll see the word that says the percentage width. So you can change the width there. Yeah, take care soon. Just reply to Pickstar, okay. Yes, or RXT is saying, don't like Astra. Yeah, I don't. I mean, look, I keep saying to everyone, if you're using Elementor Pro, you don't need cadence. You don't. And here's the problem I have with other YouTube influencers. I'm going to say it now, okay. There are so many influencers out there. Last year, they were promoting Ocean WP and Pro, Astra Pro, Cadence Pro, They were promoting all of them. They hardly ever touched on Hello. You know why? Because there is no Hello Pro. There is no affiliate commission for them. So they were promoting the heck out of Cadence and Ocean WP and Astra Pro. The amount of tutorials that have Ocean WP is the worst plugin, in my opinion, or theme. It's one of the worst ones out there with issues and problems, I'm telling you. And if you've got Elementor Pro, you don't need them. Just go with hello. Seriously, just go with hello. For me, Astra is a great way to learn. And I always feel like, because of the templates they give you are really good, number one. Number two, it's a great way to learn. Gerald, it's edit the column. Click the column, not the menu. So click the column. And then in the content for the column, you'll see a setting for width. So it's the width, Gerald. And you'll see it will probably say 20 in grey. Not 20 in grey. 100% or whatever percent it is. And then you change that. Because what I find is that if you got Elementor Pro and then you use Astra or Astra Pro or whatever, you're then having to take off the header and the footer that they give you. So and because I mean, look, if you're building a directory website, Directorist or the My Listing theme, definitely use one of them instead of hello. I'm telling you, they are built for directories. They are good. You can modify them with Elementor, but they are good starting blocks. But if it's a shop or a blogging website or appointment website or basic website, just go hello. Exactly what George said. Exactly. I'm glad you say hello, George. I tend to say hi. But if you want to say hello, you can say that. I know what you mean, though. Use hello. I mean, when Cadence first came out... Hey, Matt. When Cadence first came out, I went into it and I was like this. What is with all these settings? Has anyone gone into Cadence and looked at all the settings? I couldn't understand half of them. I was like, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? I was like, this is... You spend more time understanding the Cadence settings than building. So where's the fun in that? All right, Gerald, just very quickly, are you trying to... Hold on, Gerald. Hold on, Gerald. Okay, Gerald, hold on. Hold on, Gerald. Okay. Hold on, Gerald. Don't go anywhere, Gerald, all right? Don't go anywhere. Gerald, can you send me the login link for your website? Because I never keep it in my computer. I delete. Just send me the URL for your cloud, to access the website. Can you send that to me? And I'll quickly jump in and have a look. What's that Cadence visual media you're talking about? And... there were a lot of, I want to say a lot, it wasn't just some, who promoted Cadence to the max when it came out. This is the best theme builder, this is this, this is that. And they skipped over so many of the settings because they wanted to promote the pro version. Why? Because they get an affiliate for it. And I was like, what the heck? These are the same people that promote... cheers, I got it, mate. These are the same people that promote Elementor Pro as well. Why are you telling people to use Elementor Pro and Cadence? Where's the sense? I'll tell you where there's the sense. There is no sense. So Gerald, now that I've got it, okay, and I'm going to log in, right? What I now need to know is, what do you want to do? What is it you're trying to achieve on here? And I'm guessing that we are in the header, aren't we? It was the header you were working on. If it wasn't, we have to have words. I'm going to take over, okay? I'm going to take over your header, by the way. You're going to get a message. So when it says Imran is taking over, I'm taking over. You have to accept it. Okay, so the width is too short for the column. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, KD, so my favorite membership plugin, right? I'm telling you now, right? I use this on our Mastery membership, right? Because it's free. Paid Membership Pro, without fail. I can lock down pages. I can lock down posts. I can lock down sections, columns, content. I can lock down whatever I want with Paid Membership Pro. Hey, Matt. Elementor Pro with Hello Astra. Yeah, I mean, I would say, I would say make the move just to using Hello because it's so much easier. I don't really use CrocoBlock and much, but it's good. ACF and WooCommerce, exactly. Exactly. That's all you need. Right. So just to clarify what Gerald, what the problem is, yeah, your logo, the column width is 14. Your menu at the moment, okay, has a column width of 48. So what you really needed to have was 88. Does that make sense? So if your logo column was 14, sorry, I said that wrong, not 48. If your column 1 is 14, your column 2 should be 86. But I have noticed there seems to be something funny going on with your columns. They seem to keep adjusting. Let me just double check. What's going on here? Yeah, there you go. Look, I've done it now for you. So yeah, there you go. Right. So let me just change your setting there to 15. We'll go with 15. And then the other one is going to be 85. There you go. Look. So look, I've updated it. Go in. Click edit and take over and you'll see it now. Go with take over and you'll see it. Go for it. Yeah, 14 and 86, so it adds up to 100%. 14% plus 86% makes 100%. Does that make sense? So before you had something like I think you had 14 or 12. You had 12 and 48. So 12 plus 48 was making 60%. So you still had 40% over here that wasn't being used for anything. So that's the width. Don't worry, Gerald. Don't worry. Don't worry. This is once you know it, you know it. You know it now. Yeah. I'm going to come out, okay? So go back in. If it still says I'm editing, click edit with Elementor, and when it says take over, okay? It's your website, all right? Hey, look, this is what the live chats are all about, okay? This is what it's all about. Well, it's not all about that. It's about more than just that. But you get the idea, don't you? I say, I do declare. I do declare. Okay, now our plans, Gerald, honestly, don't worry, okay? What you gotta remember is, you are more of an expert now than someone who's never used WordPress or Elementor before. You are more of an expert than them. And you will become more of an expert as time goes on and you start to understand how to do things differently. There's many ways to achieve the same solution. There isn't a completely wrong or right way. give or take performance and SEO and stuff like that. But we'll help you. The Mastery membership, that's what we're here for. Okay, so you know where your logo is? You know where you got the logo, right? Can you see the the column, the black box for the column? Click that. Click that, and in the first tab on your left-hand side, it will say 15 or 14.99 or something like that. Take care, KD. Thanks for being here. Keep watching. Please do share. And if you ever wanna share our videos on your social media or even inside your website or your blog, go for it. We don't mind. We don't mind. I quite like it. I think so what Matt is saying, I think it's been a good year now since Elementor told me they were going to start bringing out the mega menu, and I think they're still fine-tuning it, but I would like to hope they get it out sooner than later. Cool, Gerald, cool. So now you can see, sometimes it gives you the values in decimals, but as long as you're happy with it, fine. And you do know, Gerald, that if you use your mouse and you position your mouse in between the two columns, you know you can drag your columns, right? So put your mouse in the middle and drag left and right, and you can literally drag them as well, okay? Your wife is the gov. Don't mess with your wife. To be honest, Jason, I tend to go live sometimes 10 o'clock in the morning, so we've been live for 1 hour. Sometimes I might have gone live 2 hours earlier. It's round about this time. I don't schedule it in for two reasons. One, my days are a little bit unpredictable sometimes. And number two, yep, happy wife, happy life. I just it depends on the moment. Can I still work and do stuff while talking to people? Visual media, speaking of SEO, yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I think, yeah, focusing on product reviews to push you up the ranking is really bad because so many people game, right? So many people trick to get their high score, and I don't like that either. Yeah, well, to be honest, George, that's something we do want to start getting into as well. In fact, what I do promote quite a lot is the Site Origins CSS plugin, which is this one. That plugin is really good at letting you mess around with something, and it writes the code for you. And when you look at the code, you will learn from it, and you start to understand, right, that's how we do that. Totally agree with you, Visual. By the way, Visual Media, do you have a real name? Do you have a real name? Don't want to keep saying Visual Media. I'm just going to quickly go grab. I'm going to be back. Okay, I'm going to just play you some music while I'll be back in 2 minutes. I just need to go and grab something to eat. I will be back in 2 minutes, okay? Yeah, just stay here. back. I'm back. Thanks for that, Pickstar. Yeah, please do like and subscribe. Great. I'll make sure I try and remember that, Gary. But I don't keep calling you visual media. Oh, I know what you mean, Jason. Multitasking. Maybe I need to get a map created where I start mapping out where everyone is in the world. Maybe I live next door to one of you. I don't know. Oh my God, my Sky TV subscription's gone up by £2 a month. Oh my God. You're talking about Microsoft Teams, Gerald? Kansas. Wow, 1994. Wow, you are proper early days of the internet, aren't you? I know, you are like way... I hope it helped, Matt. You know, I mean, unless there was something specific you were trying to create or do. But I hope it helped. I hope it helped. So I've just had my chicken piece for my lunch. Char grilled chicken. And my snack for lunch is just a little bit of a block of red Leicester cheese. Yum. It's not that yum, but... Right, just got to quickly reply to loads of YouTube messages that have come in. So if I don't reply to them, they start to build up and... Right. Your next step, Gerald, is to think about your hero banner. So, what you really want to be thinking about now is, what is your headline statement? What is your... Are you going to have a subheader? Is there going to be like a button, a call to action? Do you need... You don't have to have a call to action if you don't need one there. But what is the headline statement? And your subheader. So think about your keywords. So your keyword might not be in your main headline, but it might be in your subheader. You know, so if it's about photographs for concerts and things like that, you want to get that into there. You know, vibrant concert photographs. You know, amazing images capturing the soul and spirit of concerts. You know, stuff like that. You got to think about really powerful, active statements. Don't put a passive statement like, we take photographs. That's a bit too passive. Or look at our images. It's just, you know, you want to make it sound like, you know, it's got to be active and punchy. Think about your image. Are you going to have a full width image or just an image that just sits maybe to the right of the text? You don't have to have a button. You don't have to have one. You just got to make sure that things flow in an impactful way. So you want to kind of scribble down and think about what is your keyword, what is your main powerful keyword you're going to go for, your main ones. And can you get that in your headline or your subheader? And what are the images? And you want to make sure the image you pick is your best high resolution. All right, as much as you can. Don't go for an image that's pixelated. You know, if you can try and find an image that kind of fits with the color scheme a bit, 'cause yours is like that grey reddish color. Have you got any images that kind of contain a bit of red in them, or are greyish or grayscale, or something that just flows and punches in? So Dave, what I would say is go to Unsplash, right, and do a search for, just type the word book or writing. Right, go to Unsplash, don't go to Canva, go to unsplash.com and do a search for writer, writing, book, something like that, and just see what you get. Yeah, and then see the images that come out. And depending on your color theme, maybe you go for a grayscale image, or go for an image you can saturate the color out anyway. You can do what you want with it. You go for some, could even be a library, could even be someone who is like sat there with a book on their writing. They could be in a field, in an office, they could be like in a cabin, just something like that, something that relates to the business and what you're trying, what's the problem you're solving. Think about that. Well, two options, right? You have two options, Matt. You could either ask your question here that you're struggling with, or send me an email. So Dave, if it's okay, can you just put down one sentence about what the website will solve? What's the problem it's going to solve? Give me one sentence about what it's going to achieve. What's the basis of the website? One sentence. So someone has just put a message, right, on YouTube, and I'm going to tell you what the message is. I've designed a WordPress website and it's not responsive for mobile. It's 4 pages. What should I do? Well, my advice is you go back to page 1 and you work through section by section to make it mobile responsive. What more do you want to do? You know, like, I cannot stress enough about this. Don't make the mistake where you get to the end of the website and you've not checked your responsiveness, because you will hate it. Right, so the images you want, right? You don't want an image of a computer screen. You don't want an image of a website. What you want is images of authors or people writing. young, old, whatever. You just want a picture of someone writing. You want someone with a typewriter. You want someone writing on a bit of paper with reams of paper. You want someone in a field. You want someone sat under a tree reading a book. That's all you want. Okay? Because the web design and the headache, that's your headline. What are you going to do? That's the headline. The image just shows someone writing. That's all you need. Doesn't matter who they are, just someone writing. Simple, effective, to the point. Your headline will now tell them it's the web design. Help, all of that. The price or whatever you're going to do it for. That's your headline, your sub-header, your call to action. Your image, someone writing. Ideally, if you can get an image of like a horizontal image where the bulk of the person writing is on this side, you might need to get an image and you flip it, but make sure they're on the right side. And over here, there is still imagery, but it doesn't matter if your wording covers it. Think like that. Yeah, George. Oh my God, George, you're reading my mind here. So many people, they've built a website and they go, why is it not responsive? And I go, well, you haven't done your sections. They go, but shouldn't it do it for us? Yeah, because they're not that intelligent yet. One day they probably will be. All right, let me just have a quick look at that image. Just gonna have a quick check of the image that. Don't know why it's not coming up. Let me just try, mate. Because I missed out the .com. Wait, let me just put that in. Let me put that in. So this is the image of the man. It's the image of the man, isn't it? With the green plant. The only trouble with that image is it's a very portrait image. So if you were going to have the image on the right-hand side within a column, you could get away with that. You might need to crop a bit off though. Right, let me share the screen. Can I just share the screen? Is that okay if I share the screen? So here's the image Dave is talking about, okay? Right? So this image is quite vertical in height, okay? And what I would say you do is I would do this. I would probably crop the image a bit and have it something like something more like that. You're going to have to crop it, maybe, but then you'd have it on the right-hand side of your screen. Maybe something like that. That was the image, wasn't it? Yeah. So Matt, trying to have two headers. The headers change. Okay, right. I think you need to watch this video. Let me just get the video for you, Matt. Hold on, I just need to get you this video. Hold on. Header scroll. You need to watch this video. You know what? I think that video I'm talking about is not out yet. I think it's not released yet. I've got it, but it's not released. Yeah, but it's another video it's another one I've just done, which I haven't released yet. But there's another one I've done, you see. Here, this. You need to use this code, right? So what you do, okay, is you might have some code, right? Okay, which so what you do is your background section, you make the code transparent. There's no color in there. You then in the CSS for this section put in some code to say the color is black, and then you add this white, and then you add this scrolling code in, and you say the background is now black. And then what happens is when you scroll, it then changes from white to black. So you do it all within the CSS. All within the CSS, right? So your section, make it transparent, no color, right? No color assigned. In fact, don't even make it transparent. There's no color assigned. In the CSS for the section, you then say selector background white, okay? And then you put this code in saying Elementor sticky effects background black. So when you scroll, after you've added in your scrolling whatever offset, I think it is, when you scroll it will then switch from white to black. It will do that for you. Oh yeah, take care, George. All right, take care, mate. Have fun in your exam. And yeah, I did a video a few days ago about the shrinking one as well. I did a video about the shrinking. Your best thing to do is to email me if you're going to send a link. The best thing to do is email me because it's not easy to share a link on here. Take care, George. So email there. But we did a video on shrinking logo, I think last week. I think we did that. So you should have that as well. So you can use that code, but remember, we also where is it? Here you go. It's this one. Hey Ibrahim, you're right. There's a shrinking logo one as well. So what you can have is you can have a shrinking logo and you can have the background of the header change as well, color from whatever color you set it to another new color. But you got to make sure the color in the section is not set. Make it clear it, okay? And then you assign it in the section. So you go, right, this is the color, and when you offset, go to this color. All right, take care, Mark. I'm all right. I'm just trying to just make sure I've kept on top of some of the comments that are coming through. Because you always got to keep on top of the comments. Trust me. If you don't, you're in for a world of pain. Nobody likes pain. Pain as in pain, not paying. And I've just got to now work on another website. Oh, what's going on here? Elementor. Yeah. Right. Just got to change this. Just got to change the angle of this for a minute, but it's not allowing me to. That was very tight. It's never normally that tight. I hope you can all still hear me okay when I do that, because it's just that should still be alright. It's probably not near my mouth, but yeah, I'll be alright. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm
sorry.
That was my phone, my watch even. Cheers, Jason. Right. Now let's go work on a GoDaddy website. Working on a GoDaddy website just feels like you're hurting yourself, because half the time they don't work properly. I mean, yesterday I was working on someone's website and it kept erroring out. So I contacted GoDaddy and they were like, oh yeah, because it's a staging website. And I went, yeah, I know it's a staging website. And they were like, well, the SSL certificate doesn't last for more than 6 months. I went, where does it say that? And they were like, oh, we normally assume that staging websites are done very quick. I was like, look, regardless of whether it started okay, right? Can you re-enable it? Oh yeah, that's going to take a bit of work. And I was like, just enable it, all right? There's this fascination, isn't there, with some customers who do not want to leave GoDaddy. And you think, and I said to him, look, have you seen what you're paying? You're not getting value for money here. And the customer service, you've got to wait so long to talk to them sometimes. Yeah, I prefer SiteGround. Of course, there's Elementor Cloud now, but definitely SiteGround. Oh, well, so the way I say to them is, I say, okay, so let's say you go into a room and you're on stage. Everyone will notice you. Everyone will look at you when you start talking. Then I said, imagine now there's already someone presenting and you walk into the room and everyone is mingling. You are just one of the crowd. And just like you want to get onto page 1 or the stage, so does everybody else, all the 1,000 other people. They want to get on stage too. But there's someone already there. They're the leader. And there's probably a few other people, backups, deputies, who will also eventually get on the stage. They're near the top as well. But you are just one of the crowd. So it takes time. You know, you got to think of yourself as when you start a new business. You don't become the director overnight. You work your way up. And it takes time. And they have to understand that. And you have to remind them that some of these companies are paying £10,000-20,000 a month for marketing, promotion, adverts, boom, 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 galore. Unless you're going to pay that, which you won't, it takes time. That's how I explain it. The concert, all right? The person on stage, like that. Matt, I've got your email. I'm looking at it. Yes, so Matt, everything you've said there, you will be able to do with the videos that we've got, basically, in a way, with the change of the background color. So you're going from transparent to a white, right? You're also changing the color of your buttons. Again, in the CSS, you could do that. And also with the logo, so that scroll video one we did, where when you scroll down, the logo changes from one logo into another one. You could also do that as well. So you should be able to do it. You should be able to do it. And I'm just looking at your website now. What I would say you've got at the moment, which creates a little bit of a problem, right, is, you know, when you scroll up on your website, Matt, the wordings like hello, my name is Matt, is already covering the logo and the menu before it changes to white. The fact you've got it changing size, brilliant. You've got the color change working. You've got the menus changing color as well. So in a way, you're nearly there. You just got to do your border radius for your button. So put that into CSS code. So scrolling effects, border hyphen radius, not radius, border hyphen color black or 0000. You got to do that. But what I would say is, you know, your offset that you've got at the moment, it doesn't seem to be offsetting until, I would say, what, 150 pixels roughly? I would change that to be about 50 pixels. So, because at the moment your name is crossing before you get the change, but you're nearly there. In terms of your other question, though, about the hover, again, you should be able to put that in the CSS. So what you say is scrolling effect, and then you'll have like a menu item. Hey, Charlie, okay, been live for nearly 2 hours, couple of videos, got quite a lot on, actually. I need to get on with. I haven't actually done as much as I wanted this morning, which is a shame. So I got to punch on with some stuff. Social Ninja Pro. You've got it now, okay? It's on your site. Social Ninja Pro. You've got it. Oh, this damn website. This damn website I keep going on to. So usually it'll be the nav menu dot, you know, the colon-y thingy-midgy bit, not the semicolon, but the colon. Hover. And And then something like that. Good for you, Charlie. I'm so happy. I'm really happy. So happy. Not. Hold on, Stacy. Oops, yeah, go there. Nope. I don't use any ad. I don't use Jet Engine. I don't use CrocoBlock. In fact, 95% of all the websites we built, they're just going to be Elementor Pro. There's no extra. You might have add-ons for WooCommerce or a booking website, but for generally websites, there's no need for it. Look, it depends on the need. So do I need to have Jet Engine or CrocoBlock or something like that? If you need it, you need it. If you don't need it, you don't need it. So it all comes down to, does it satisfy an aim? Does it help me reach the finishing line to achieve something? Then yep, we'll do it. But if we don't need it, you don't add it. What? I just went into one of a client's websites and it said 23 updates, and I realized I went into the actual website. I'm working on their staging website. I was like, what? 23? I was on it last week. Where the hell did 23 come from? Where the hell did 23 come from? Just got to update some updates to their page. Charlie, did you not see our video? Charlie, where you been, man? Charlie, where you been? Where you been? I don't think I did, Stacy. I don't know if I did. Do you mean into the tab's title, Stacey? Yes, so where you have the tabs, you got the title for the tabs, and then you have the content for the tabs. So what you do is you put the code into the content bit of the tab, and that normally pulls through the PDF. Yeah, so that video with the PDF, that's the code you would take. That code you would stick into your tabs, your content. So it's the same video. By the way, Charlie, I would, if I was you, just double check on a staging site. If I was you, just make sure you got a backup just to be sure. You know, just because I've said this works, just to be extra careful. So yeah, Stacey, that code in that video, the code of the video, you can stick that into your tab content. Yep, gotcha, cool. Yeah, so the test website I normally use, I put that back onto 3.6.4, wasn't working. I stopped the CSS and JS combining in WP fastest cache, and it was all right. So basically, if you got any optimization plugins, right, and you got any combining of CSS or combining of JavaScript, take those off until Elementor will fix it, and it will be fine. But I have to be honest, the updates in 3.6.4 weren't that major, so I'm actually going to wait until 3.6.5. You know, the 3.6.4 fixes weren't that big, so I might just wait till 3.6.5. But that's just me. Yeah. You know, I'm always one of those where unless the update is like super, super important, I'm always a bit like, yeah, I'll let it go. I'll wait. Because you kind of know, don't you, if it's like, if it's almost like a deal breaker, a little bit like, you gotta have that update. You gotta have it. And sometimes it just doesn't, it's not, it just doesn't matter. Well, I ain't gonna buy Chelsea. Well, I'll buy it and then shut it down, Charlie. That's what I'll do. Born in Leicester, UK. Lived around bits and places in Leicester, but I now live in Syston, which is just outside of Leicester, so it's in Leicestershire. But it's kind of central UK-ish. Don't know why I say ish, because it is central UK. Why is that not doing it? Because I didn't hit save, you... Where are you from, Matt? Whereabouts are you from? Oh, man. I've just realised I'm using the wrong bloody image. No wonder it wasn't working. Okay. I don't go up to the northeast much. Oh, my image is not working. I've got to edit this image again. Damn it. Restore the original image. Ding, 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 ding. Crop it. Crop it to be something like that. Crop that. Save that. Yeah, that should do it. Let's now just go back over here. Style. I had the wrong image in. No wonder it wasn't working. You know, you feel like such a prat because you picked the wrong image. Because the image was in my background overlay and I'm changing the background. But if the background overlay image is not the right one, of course it's not going to work. You're such a fool. Like, duh. Like, duh. It's not that difficult. Right, that should work now. No, it's not going to work. That should work. Why is that? doing some further cropping onto this image because it's just not looking right. It's to do with the sizing of the image, and the client, they're very specific over how they want it to look, which I don't actually agree with because I think it looks a bit... If they want it to look a certain way, fine, we'll give it to them a certain way. There we go, and now we have the image bit done. Can't believe it just took 20 minutes to sort that out. That's the easiest bit of the update to do here. What's this? Someone's got a general query. I'm really sorry, I'm not going to help on that. I have to be honest, I've become a bit ruthless with if I get a question and I really don't want to get involved into answering it because it's just, I just see it's going to take too long. I just say, look, sorry, you have to get someone else to work on it. I'm talking about emails here. So there's quite a lot of people that email for help. And I go, okay, are you going to pay for this? Because this is going to take a while to fix. And they go, no, do it for free. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Do 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 do. Oh no, you're okay, Pickstar. No, sorry, this wasn't for you. You're different. You're different. This is just someone who's never spoken to me ever before. Ever, not even on live chat, just sent an email going, I'm like, because they've got a translation problem on their plugin. Well, go speak to the developers of the plugin. You know, their plugin is not working properly with the WooCommerce checkout. That's not for me. Speak to the plugin developers. You got it. Did you get it to work? Did you get it to work? I've just had a look. My man. I've just had a look, Matt. Yes, and you know what? I mean, I would still say, yeah, you know your offsetting, Matt, for your header. You know the effects onset. I would still shrink it to be 50 pixels if I was you. I think you've still got about 100 going on there. Because you know what? I'm still getting a bit of a tiny bit of just the top of your name where it's highlighted, my name's Matt, right at the top. There is still a little bit of a fading going on there. And if I was you, I would drop your effects to be 50. But that's just me. That's just me, okay? That's just me. Take care, Gary. Good to have you. Exactly, Pixstar. Yeah. It's one of those things where the minute I notice it, it bugs me. Yeah, you see, look, I've just refreshed right, yeah, and now that's better. That's really good. Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. I can't lie. I cannot lie, right? But when stuff works nicely like that, it's great for me. It's great for you, and great for everyone else as well. Nice one, man. That's good to hear, though. I'm glad that you're kind of getting there as well. That's really good news. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Vroom, 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 vroom. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. That's not working now. What have I done there? Yeah, I'm working on a website, by the way. Yeah, I'm just working on something, just changing something on it. Messing around with just a bit of CSS on it. I'll share the screen in a moment. Just trying to get something to work. What's happened there to the section? Why is the section not shrinking? That's meant to shrink. Don't worry, I know what it is. It's just a I missed a colon off. So don't worry, Pickstar. Don't worry. Don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. It's all good. In the hood. Don't worry at all. Don't worry. And it's one of those websites that I can't share because it's a client that gets very protective over their stuff. They're very like, you know, we're not even allowed to say who the website's designed by. They're very protective over it. You always get the odd person that like, oh no, we can't tell anyone this. Oh no one's allowed to know. And you're like, well, what's the problem? Not the height. Do you know something? There's a website we built and it's got our name on it. And the client has so wrecked it. The page speed score is horrendous on it. The performance on it is bad. They've added stuff all over the place onto it. It just looks like it was a 20-year-old badly made website and our name is still on it. You know, and I'm like, oh, I really need to get around to removing our name on that because it is very bad. So bad. Sometimes we do. We once did one that was 5 hours. I think we did one that was 5 hours once. Sometimes 2 or 3 hours usually. You know, because when I'm talking, I can get stuff done in the background, but I'm juggling like work, emails, messages, the chat on here as well, talking. So productivity is like that. But if I'm okay with that, I might be on, 2 or 3 hours. But if I was really like head down and something I could not be interrupted with, then I wouldn't be on. Yeah, good point, Pigstar. You know, if people like it, yeah, they'd find you anyway. What? Switch to grab higher. GA4. Sorry if I'm going a bit quiet here. Okay, I'm just adding on some additions to page for somebody. Because it just doesn't look good anymore. How did I do that? How did I do that? Try to remind myself how I did something. Must have made the image that big. Did I make the image that big? What did I do here? Add new column. It's that stupid header, isn't it? That's what I did. It's the stupid header. Put a header in and I put it in too big. Put a header in too big, and what happens? It's too big. So the lesson here is always take the time to revisit what the heck you did. And now it looks okay. Ba-boom. That's what I did wrong. So Lego block molds. Pigstar intersection. First column got 20 pixel margin right. Okay. Right column 20 pixel margin left, but the left column's margin not showing up. Huh? Let me check that. Intersection. First column 20 pixel. Right column 20 pixel. The first column's got 20 pixel margin right, yeah. The right column's got 20 pixel, yeah, but the column's margin not showing up. Have you added any content in? Have you added any content into the column? Pick star. Drop a button in. Drop some text or a button or something into both columns, then tell me what you get. So drop a button in or some content into both. Oh, okay. Left column is not showing up. What if you add 20 pixel all the way around the first column, so not just on the right, top, bottom, left as well? Does none of it appear? Does none of it appear? Okay, what I would say you do then is column 2. Get rid of hold on, you got stuff in there, innit? No, it shouldn't matter. Can you create a brand new column within the inner section and move all the stuff? Create a brand new column, do the same margin thing again with the right, and then add the items in one at a time, because it might be the size of your inner section as well, right? Sometimes the size can make a difference. Yeah, try that out. I would do another column. When you move this stuff over one by one, it might be one of them is pushing it, but sometimes if your inner section is only that big and you're adding in stuff in, sometimes it can muck up the margins. Not always, I have to be honest. I'm still a bit puzzled by it. What have I done? I just loaded the wrong image again. Yeah, the contents. It's the contents, isn't it, Pixar? Something about the content will eat into it. That's why I said drag one at a time, because I bet it was going to be one of them would suddenly throw it out. Yeah, I mean, if you got 100% width, it should be alright. It should work. I mean, just make sure, though, that when you've brought the image over, you've set it to full, and then you've set the width to be 100%. Just make sure you've done that. Hey Summit, how you doing? Yeah, not sure, Puxit, then why the Pixar, sorry, why the 100%'s not working for you there. That's a bit odd. Massive sense of achievement, isn't it, when like things work or go really well. Dun 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 down 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 din 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 dun 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 Oh mate, I tell you what, Pixar, my very first month or two with Elementor, I was discovering new ways to do stuff, making mistakes, getting myself into a mix over, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? You know, getting frustrated. And then it just all started to click. And when it all starts to click, you feel so good. Whoops, I nearly said Alexa then. I nearly played music and I realised, no, I can't do that because I'm live. What am I doing? That could have got me into serious trouble, that could. It's not really meant to be used playing music, you know, on your YouTube. They don't like it. Yeah, so sometimes I do have mine on permanent, and that's mainly because it's kind of so like, I won't do it now because I need to test it. But sometimes I do have it on permanent because it's probably powering. The adapter for it is kind of powering some of the other devices as well. But I think in some way, it's probably better not to have it on all the time. You know, just let the battery run down, then charge it back up. It's a good thing to do that for sure. Sometimes I forget, and it's been on my battery for like ages and ages, and I go, oh damn, I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, good practice not to do that. Like I said, I'm always worried about doing it when I've got my microphone plugged in as well, and my phone plugged into my MacBook. So it's got to charge up everything, otherwise the battery just, not the battery, but I'll get a warning within 3 hours, I bet. Yes. So the active state of the menu to change color. I'm trying to think that one. I'm not sure. I think it's active. No, what is it? Have you tried Googling for the CSS on that, Matt? So the CTA doing the same as menu. I gave my menu a CSS class and include yeah, exactly. Yeah, you give it the same name. So it's like in one of the videos I've done is I think I called the first thing icon list and I just gave it the same name. Exactly. So I just gave it the same name for everything else. So even if it was a menu, whatever, it just meant you're not having to write 20 different bits of code. Oh, hold on. What have I done? There it is. And the other thing, Matt, are you sticking this all into the section as well, or individual columns or items? Are you sticking it in section? Hey, I would love to see all of your code though when it's all done. You know, if you feel free to email that over as well. I'm guessing yours is all in the section though, is it? I'm guessing. I'm just going to quickly rub something out on my checklist board that I got over here because that's another item done. I just need to rub it out so I keep track on what I've got to do. So I have a magnetic board up here that I put jobs on Monday to Sunday and I rearrange them and I go, right, I'll move this, move that, write a new one. It's kind of a great way for me to keep on. Yeah, exactly. That's the best place to do it. It's the best place to do it. You're absolutely right. Put it all in the section. But yeah, please do send your code over. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's just up there. It's quite a big magnetic board as well. It's quite big. It's about, I would say it's about size of a. It's bigger than an A2. It's definitely bigger than an A2 size. Quite big. And then I just, write my magnets on and then, whiteboard magnets. And then you rub them out, move them around and all that. Yeah, no, nice one, Matt. Yeah, love to see that. That'd be good. What was I gonna do? That's right. I was gonna edit another video, wasn't I? Just double checking the Facebook messages that come in. Because if you don't double check messages or notifications, it can get out of hand. It can get seriously out of hand. See, I'm tempted to switch my power off my battery now, but I'm scared everything will shut down. So I'll do it after I stop going live and I'll test it out. All right, you know what? It's coming up to 3 hours, and I am going to break off the live now just because I've got to go do some other stuff, and my son will be home in about an hour, and I'm probably going to do a bit of gardening with him. And I want to just make a dent in some editing I've got to do on a video, which is going to I've really got to focus on that one because there were loads of problems with that video. I hope this has been fun, everyone, and I hope it's been good. It's always good for me. I love doing it. But I am going to close off now. But great to meet you, Matt. You know, and I loved seeing you progressing with that. And of course, Jimmy, don't overload your machine. Pickstar, keep on eating. And everyone else who's watching, take care. And I'm pretty sure I'll be back tomorrow morning. No props. Look, take care, everyone. And like I said, hey, like, subscribe, share, and follow. If you like our videos that we're doing, please stick them in your blog and your social media and share them. And I'll catch you all soon. Take care. I don't think I'll enjoy the rest of my day. I've got to do gardening. I'm going to get bored. But hey, I'll see what I can do. Take care, everyone. All right. Bye.